Okay, today I am going to discuss about the join concepts um, in Hive. So we discussed last session regarding tables, right? So the table, how the uh, tables are organized, were created in Hive, and how the data is organized inside SDFS. We discussed. Now it's like join is kind of uh, it's usual use case when you have a more than one data set, right? So example, you might have a customer data set, you will have a sales data set, you might want to do the join. So it's going to be um, a traditional there are traditional joins available in Hive, which are like inner join, left outer join, right outer join, and full outer join. Okay. Apart from these joins, there are other uh, joins types, like we discussed map side join and reduce stage join in the map reduce. So those joins also can be done in a Hive. Okay. So we'll just start with the traditional joins. Okay. If somebody from uh, non-database background, okay, let me just give you simple introduction. Okay, take example of order and the customer, right? So when you want to uh, um, some background noise is coming. Can you go on mute? Okay, so when you want to join between two data set or two tables in Hive terminology or SQL terminology, if you want to join two tables, basically you need a the common column which is able to join between these two tables. If you take an example of customer, you will have customer ID is a primary key column, and in a order table, you will have a order, okay, and then you will have a customer ID also as part of column in a order. So basically, whoever makes order, so you will maintain the customer ID, right? So if you want to make a join between these two table, you will actually make a join condition as uh, customer ID from the order table to the customer ID from customer table. So this is how the simple inner join will look like. So when I say inner join, I will explain you what is basically does. So any join will have a join condition, right? So the in join condition you provide the join columns. So I am doing actually from order table and join of customer table. Here there is no keyword mentioned inner, but so that is a default join. If you don't use any the keyword inner join or outer join, any if you don't use that keyword join keyword, then it becomes inner join, the default join. And on condition, on is a kind of keyword you provide your join condition. Order from order table customer id, from customer table the id column. So and then you can select whatever the columns you needed from these two tables. So this is simple inner join query, right? So what happens when you do inner join? So take example of sample data. Does it given here? This is order. Okay, you take this order table. Okay, so whatever okay, so inner join, what happens is, say example your left join left table is basically, we are considering two tables, right? Let's say take example of left join, left table is the order table and the right table is the customer table. So what this yellow uh, shaded area says is, whichever um, customer ID is matching from these two tables, that is the result or output you are going to get. Okay, so when you say common, it's basically in the Venn diagram, the both uh, area which is combining, this area is going to return the result. So, okay, so if you want in simple terminology, in whatever rows are matching based on the your join condition, those results are going to return in a inner join. uh, in left join or left outer join is are same. So left outer join, you will have all the records from the rows from the left table, which is like customer. Take example of customer table. Sorry, order table. So order tables, all the rows will come, and the matching. So when you select a column, say mostly what you in this query, if you see, we selected basically a order number and a order amount, the total amount. And so in order table we don't have the first name, last name, city, and the geo information, city and country. Those information not there in order table, so that's the information we want to pull it from the customer table. So when you do this join, say example, when you do this left outer join, you will get all the rows. Okay, so basically all the rows will come. Only the matching customer IDs, first name and last name, city, and will become. The remaining row values will be null. Okay. So I will show you the how it will look like when you run this query. When you apply the right outer join or right join, so you're going to get all the records from the um, right table, which is like customer table, and whichever customer is matching, you are going to get this order id and order amount for those table. Remaining it will be null. Full outer join, you will get records from both the tables, and for whichever order id is, sorry, customer id is matching from both the tables, you will have a respective customer information for right table and the order information from the left table. So let's implement this four type of joins in Hive. Okay. So last session we had a customer data set, right? So let me run it. Anybody from non-database background, or all are? Uh, I hope. Is there anybody having a non like very new to database? I assume everybody knows SQL database then. Okay. Let me open the IVE session. Okay, so these are like the join queries. Okay, so I actually already we have a customer tables. Okay, let's go and create a order tables, and then probably we'll load order data as well, and then we'll do run these queries. I think the order data should be available here. Okay, I need to start the STFS and yarn. So let me run the start all.sh to start the STFS and the yarn process. This is data making. Okay, it is there. Okay, now I'll open the IVE session and also let me check. Show databases. Check whether use sales DB. Show tables. Okay, we have customer table here. Okay, so this is the customer data. Now let's create a order table. Okay, to create a order table, so basically we will create as a managed table. Okay, so you can create either managed table or external table. It's going to be at same. So let's create a order table. So it has column like order ID, order date, and the customer ID, which is like we kept it as ID column here, and the order amount. Okay. So if you look at the data set, so this is the order ID, this is the order date, this is the customer ID, and followed by the order amount. So based on your data set, how it is looking, so just create the schema. I'll create this table here. Now you should have. Okay, so we have orders and customers and order table. Okay, now what I will do is I will load this data. Um, orders. Where is it? Work area. So we need to provide a directory, so just create a directory. And I'll place this file over there. So we are loading the order data to the order table. Let's run this. Okay, now order table is ready. Let's query this table. Okay, so this is order and this is customer table. So if you look at the order table, uh, we have orders for customer 3 and 4 2. There are three uh, the three customers having data. Okay, to see if write outer join. Mm, the outer join, write outer join. Okay, first we'll run the inner join. Okay, so inner join is, as I mentioned, it just you can just say select so select column names from the order customer table. Okay, so here we are considering customer as a left table. Okay, and the order is the right table. Okay, So you can consider whatever way. And customer right side also we can just consider customer table also right side. It's based on maybe there is later we'll while discussing about optimization we'll discuss generally order table should be your your actually left table whichever data whichever table you feel like are based on the volume of your table, the larger table should be considered as left side. Okay, I will explain you why that is need to be considered. For this case I'm just considering customer as a left table and orders as a right table. And we provide when we use join keyword, so it is going to be considered as inner join because the inner keyword is a default, and you use on keyword and followed by you specify the join condition. Apart from providing join condition, you can also apply where condition to filter out uh, the data which is coming out of your result. Okay. That's also possible where without of with your join query you can have where class as class group by class all the things. So let me run this inner join. So it is going to generate the MapReduce job. Okay, so I will tell you few more information. So when you, as I mentioned, when you run a Hive query, it is going to translate into MapReduce job based on your query, right? So there are two basic things you need to consider. One is so when you take MapReduce job, so it's going to be map task and reduce task. So map task is always which is very uh, um, uh, dependent or related to the your file size, right? So your file size, the input or input data size in HDFS. Number of map tasks is related to your input size or input data, and the number of reduced task is dependent upon at least the reduced task is dependent upon the operation you perform. Say example, if you have order by or group by, then it is going to have a reducer. Okay, so if you don't have order by and group by, then it will not have a reducer. And the number of reducer even in MapReduce also we can decide, right? So we can increase the number of reducers and or lower down the number of reducers. Similarly, here also there is a property to increase your number of reduced tasks to make the parallelism. So I think that is uh, Hive exe and MapRed reduced task. There is a property called uh, uh, Hive exe reduced task. I say that's a property you need to check, and you can configure how many number of reducers you want. Okay, so this inner join is executed, and you see there is a 4 records which is written. Why 4 records written? Because these 4 records are matching your order ID. So that's the reason. Excuse me. 4 records are matching. Customer ID 3 having this 2 records, and customer ID 2 and 4 is having 1 record each. Now let's run the left out rejoin. So, so we consider a customer table as customer table as a left table. So let's run. So it is going to return the these 7 rows. Okay. So these 7 rows with the matching order details. So whichever is matching the order details, actually customer ID 3, I guess, right? Or no, yeah, 3. 3 is having orders. Customer ID 3 is having orders, and 2 and 4. 2, 3, 4. Those 3 customers having an order ID. Those it will have a respective order details for those 3 customers. And anyway, you'll have all the customers details will be also in the record. See here, so it returned all the customer details, but but only a customer ID is matching in the order table. Those order details are retrieved here. I hope this is it's very straightforward. Please let me know if you have any queries. You can, anytime you can always interrupt, and you can ask your question. And let me run the left out rejoin. Yeah.
Sorry, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Could you show me again how did you load the order table into order data into that order table?
Yeah. So basically, what we did is we created this table, right? This is a table creation statement. Okay, let me break down into 2 lines. Okay, so create table if not exist, and we given the table name as orders, and we provided the column information. So basically, what is my data set? My data set having a 4 fields, 4 or 5 fields. Yeah, 4 fields: order ID, order date, and the customer ID and order amount. 4 fields are there. Okay, so that's the reason I given 4 columns here. And then this is just simple information for comment keyword, and you specify how your fields are delimited. It's a space delimited, and it's terminated by new line character and stored as text file. So this is the command to load the data into the order table. So we say load data local in path, which means my data set is in Linux path, not in HDFS. So I'm loading from this directory. Whatever the files there in this directory, I'm loading into this order table.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in case if I have a different format text file with a different number of columns, will that still be loaded? Because the structure will not be matching, right?
No, it will not load. Basically, the data will get corrupted. So basically, whatever you provided in the create statement, if your data is in that format only, it will load.
Okay, got it.
And also we can also do the insert statement. Say example, insert into orders. So let me I will say just order ID. Let me use I'll use 104. On 04, and the date as, let me put today date. 5th March, and then 08. And the customer ID, will just put customer, which is generally this record will not make actual sense, but still for the to see the better join result, I just add customer ID as 8, which is not there anyway in the customer tables. So I'll put order amount some $1,700. So again, insert statement also generating the MapReduce. Okay. Okay, so good. So let me show you again the order table. So we have now okay. What did happen?
The first one 8.0 got loaded.
Sorry.
The first record. That is the one got
104,
loaded.
the very first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's loaded. Somehow actually this
Column order.
yeah, the data did not go properly. You look at here. You want to describe this? Okay, so we given order ID. So okay, this is the order ID, and date is timestamp should be this should be fine. But I don't know why it did not take this. And then we provided a third column is a customer ID. We just given 8. And this we just given integer. Somehow did not.
Double.
Yeah, maybe.
Double we have to give .0. Yeah.
Not necessary. Let's run. Check for one more. Not 5. Okay, so timestamp is a string representation. This is how we need to provide.
It should be continuous. There is a dash actually.
Sorry?
After 5 there is a dash. After 08 if you see there is a dash. Yeah. No, the existing data if you see.
No, that is maybe it's wrong actually. So
That's okay,
generally it should be
yeah, it's not matter. It's a string, right? You can give any.
yeah, you can give. Let's try this one. Let's see how it happens.
So one thing here, if it is taking very long time with compared to RDBMS, right?
Yes, because
Yeah,
see,
this
this
should
is
happen within.
yes, basically this is all meant for batch, so you cannot compare with RDBMS. I mean, mostly it's
No, if I
huge
have to
data.
load.
It is all meant for handling
Then,
huge
okay.
data. Still, it is going the same. All right, no problem. Okay. So let's run this other queries as well.
You can give column names.
Yeah, we can try with column name. Correct. You can give column names. Okay, let's. Okay, it is continuing like this. Okay, let's disconnect this call and connect back. Okay. Please use the same link.